This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, today's session will be a continuation session. Already we have seen types of inheritance. The types of inheritance we've seen so far, we have seen single inheritance as well as multiple inheritance. Today we're going to see about the remaining three types of inheritance: multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, as well as hybrid inheritance. The multi-level inheritance. First, we're going to show this pictorial diagram. You have one parent class, and then you have one child class, and then you have one grandchild class. From child class, you can inherit the properties of parent, and then from grandchild class, you can inherit the properties of child class. This way, the multi-level inheritance will work. In multi-level inheritance, we have here one parent class and one child class. The child class is going to derive the properties from the parent class, and then the grandchild is going to derive the properties of the child class. For grandchild class, the parent will be a child class. Like this, following the level. B can able to inherit the properties from A, as well as C can able to inherit the properties from B. This is called the multi-level inheritance. Now we're going to show the implementation. I'm going to create one for directory, new, make the directory name as we have multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. For each types of inheritance, we're going to see how some real-time use cases. For multi-level inheritance, what kind of real-time you can go for? Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll take animals. Okay, first we'll create a class called animals. For the have py file name, the py file name I can keep it as parent. I'm going to have the class name as animal, and then I'm going to have some method functions. What the animal will do? Here an animal will eat, right? Sorry, I'm trying in terms of Java. Define, and then you can have the function name. Every animal will eat, right? Every animal tends to eat. So that I am printing the statement eating. It's eating. Okay, fine. Now, and then I'm going to have one more child class. Create the py file name as child. You can give any name, okay? For understanding, I'm keeping like child. With this window, the class name I'm going to keep. Uh, I'm going to keep the animal, right? I'm going to keep dog. I'm going to keep dog. Now what you have to do, though it's a multi-level, I want to inherit or derive properties from the parent class. For my dog class, the parent class will be animal. What you have to do, in the bracket, you have to pass your parent class. The parent class another name is super class. Parent class another name is super class. Now you have to pass the super class of dog. For dog, super class is animal.
Animal.
Okay, and then you have to import the package. That's why it's showing the syntax error. What you have to do, because it's in the under the folder of oops concept dot inheritance dot multi-level inheritance dot parent. From parent you have to get the animal. Okay, you have to import the package. You can able to see, right? Oops concept dot inheritance, under multi-level inheritance you have one parent. In the parent py file you have the animal class. You have to import this package, and then what I have to do for understanding, I'm going to keep dog. What a dog will do? It will bark, right? It will bark. Define, and then you keep the bark. I'm going to have the first argument itself, is argument instance, and they're going to have one print statement. In the print statement, I'm going to print it's barking. It's barking. Okay, and then go it's a multi-level, and then I have to create one more class. For that one more class, I want to create the py file, Python file. It's called baby dog. Baby dog. Okay. Okay, I should not keep like this. Hold a minute. I will keep grandchild. Then only it's easy to understand. Delete this py file and create the py file as grandchild. Grandchild. Now again split the window and then keep the class name as baby dog. Baby, sorry, baby dog. And then go to multi-level. Okay, now what I have to do? I have to pass my super class. Which super class I have to pass? I want to pass animal class or dog class. Though it's a multi-level. Look at the diagram. If I want to get the property from A, B can able to derive the property B can able to derive the property from A, and then C can able to derive the property from B. Okay. Now in baby dog, what is the
Dog.
super class I have to pass? Dog. You have to pass the dog. Pass the dog and keep colon. And then for baby dog, what will do? It will do weeping, right? Weeping. Self as first argument. I'm going to print something like print off, and then I'm going to have weeping. Okay, now I created three classes. I'm going to create one more class that is called main class. I'm going to have a py file name. The py file name, what I can do, I'm going to test my inheritance, right? I can keep the file name as, okay, I'll do one thing. Main, file name is main. Okay, now I'm going to split the window further. Okay, now I'm going to keep my class name as, I'm going to test the inheritance. Class name I'm going to give test inheritance. Now, what I'm going to do, I want to create a object. Hold a minute. Meantime, I was showing some syntax error because I didn't import the package. The dog class available in the oops concept folder, and then in oops concept we have inheritance. In inheritance we have multi-level inheritance, and then multi-level inheritance we have a child, and then from child oh, hold a minute, from child, yeah, from the child class you have the, from a child py file you have the dog class. You have to import this package. Okay, now I created a class called test inheritance. Now I want to create a object. For which class I want to create an object? You have to say for which class I want to create an object. I want to create a class object for animal class or dog class or baby dog class.
For animal class.
Why animal class? If you are creating object for animal class, then you can able to access only it method. I want to access the beeping method. Then what will do?
Okay.
Because if you want to create a object for the baby dog is going to need a properties from dog class. Then you
Dog.
can able to access both beeping as well as bark,
Barking.
right? Then what's the need of creating the object for animal class? You have to create your object for baby
Baby
dog
dog.
because both the see, if you are trying to use inheritance, you're going to create a single object. Single object means for single object, you're going to allocate some memory. That's it. Now, what you can do, come out of the indentation and keep some instance name equal to baby dog. See, I want to import the package friendly baby dog. You want to import the package where the baby dog appears inside the oops concept. Inside we have one more inheritance folder, and then inheritance we have
Grandchild,
multiple inheritance folder.
baby dog.
Yeah, yeah. Now you want to import this package multiple inheritance and grandchild and then baby dog. Import the package, and then why it's again showing syntax error. Hold a minute. You can use last statement. In this class, I'm not going to use anything. Okay, that's why it's showing syntax error. I'm not going to yeah, write any methods. Otherwise, you can do one thing. You can use one print method and can print something like main method is called. Main method is called something. You can use main method. See, if you are creating any class, definitely you have to give some function or variable names. Otherwise, it will throw compile time error. See, if I remove this method, it will going to throw the compile time error. Okay. If you are not using anything, if you are not defining any functions or variables, just use a pass keyword. Pass means nothing, none or nothing. Okay. But I going to mention the method, main method. Yeah, testing the inheritance. Testing the what kind of inheritance it is? Multi-level. Testing the multi-level inheritance. Fine. Now we created the object for the baby dog class. Now what will happen? It's going to create your for two classes. Hold a minute. It's going to create object for the baby dog class. Now I going to access the whipping function. Okay, I will do object one dot whipping. If you run the script, it's going to print whipping. If I want to access the bark method, what I have to do? Again, this baby dog is going to inherit the properties of dog, right? Now again you have to use the same instance dot bark. No need to write the same code again in this baby dog class. That's the purpose of inheritance. Inheritance nothing but a reusability of code. Reusability means no need to write the same code in the baby dog class. You can reuse the code by inheriting the properties from your parent. For baby dog, parent is dog. For dog, parent is animal. Okay. Now I'm going to have the instance dot. I can able to call eat. Do you know why? Baby is going to inherit the property of dog class. Dog is going to inherit the properties of animal class.
Okay.
For three classes, it's going to create a single object. Single object means the three classes combined going to get a single object. Single object memory is going to allocate it. That's why I'm creating object for only baby class. But this baby dog class is going to inherit the properties from dog class. Now, what happened? For two class single object is created. If you take dog class, it's again inheriting the properties of animal class. Now, three classes are combined as a single object. For animal class, who is the super class? For animal class, who is super class? Super class means parent. I already said to you. For animal class, who is super class?
Object is
Object. For baby dog, parent is dog. For dog, parent is super class is animal.
animal.
For animal, super class is object.
Object.
Super class or parent class both are same. In local terms, you can say it's parent class, but when you're talking technically, you have to say it's super class. Okay, this is how you can able to access the methods. If you run the script, it's going to print weeping, barking, and eating. But I created only a single object for the corresponding classes. But I can able to access weeping, I can able to access bark, I can able to access the eat method. And then one more thing you have to keep in mind, whenever you are trying to inherit the properties from a parent class, you want to import the package. If you're not importing, definitely it's going to throw the compile time error, beeping, barking, and eating. Now I'm going to change few things over here. I'm going to, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to calculate the dog price based on the age price. If it's a puppy, the cost is 10,000. If it's a puppy, the cost is 10,000. Once it's a 1 year dog, okay, the price is going to be 2,000. You want to make 10,000 minus 2,000, 8,000. If the dog is 2 years old, then I have to give the prices 10,000 minus 4,000, 6,000. I want to implement this thing. How to implement in this multi-level inheritance? We're going to see now. Now what I am going to do, I'm going to have the price. I'm going to have the price, animal price. Okay, I have made a fixed price. Animal price equal to how much amount? 10,000. 10,000. Okay, fine. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have one more function in my doc class. What I'm going to do, I will do one thing. I'm going to have one more function. Define, calculate dog price based on age. Based on age. You pass as of now. Just think logic. What are you going to do? What are the parameters you have to supply as an argument to this calculate dog price? You need the age, right? You need the age. Just pass the argument as age. And then you should know the price. You should know the price. Pass the price value, and then you can write some if condition. If condition, what are you going to do? Age less than 1 year old, less than 1 year old, the dog price less than 1 year old, less than 1 year old I can't, okay, less than 1 year old I can return price, I can give the same 10,000. Next I'm going to have elif if age equal to 1, age equal to 1, I going to return price minus 2,000. 10,000 means 10,000 minus 2,000, 8,000. Again, elif age is greater than 1 and age less than 2, greater than 1 and less than 2. Okay, it's a chained expression actually. And then I want to return the prices minus 4,000. I want to give it 6,000 price, actual price. Okay, and then if it is greater than 2 years old, greater than 2 years old, okay, you can use else statement, and then you can return price minus 6,000. Okay, this is a logic I written over here. Okay, now everything is fine. Now what I going to do, you have to say, now I want to calculate the price. I use baby dog. I'm creating object for baby dog. Okay, how to call this method? I want to call this method. How to call this method?
Object one dot
Object one dot, same only. Object one dot,
calculate dog.
calculate dog price. But the requirement is I want to pass this value animal price as a second argument. Don't consider self. Okay, this is the first argument, second argument. What you have to do, think in a way. I want to substitute this 10,000 in this calculate dog price age function as second argument. What you can do? It's very simple. First, pass the age. You have to pass the age, right? You can pass the. See, I already said to you, all three classes belong to single object. If you want to get the variable name, what we will do? Object one dot annual price. That's it. Because I'm saying all the three classes belong to same object. If you want to get this animal price, you can get object one dot animal price. Now, what I'm trying to do here is I'm going to call this method, and then first argument I want to pass. The age is 4 years old. Dog is 4 years old now. The price I want to get the animal price. Actual we have base price. Animal base price we can keep. Animal base price. Animal base price. Okay. Now we hold a minute. Animal base price. Oh, it's doing comparative error. Okay. Yeah. I didn't give the proper indentation. That's why it's throwing some comparative error. Yeah. And then yeah, that's the issue. Now everything is fine. Just reformat the file. Okay. Now what I have to do in this method, I want to pass the price. Now you can do it very simple way. Object one dot okay, dot what's the name, actually animal base price, right? Animal base price, that's it. And then it won't print the value because the method is only returning the value. If you want to print the console, you have to use a print statement. Just keep the yeah, okay, do one thing, you can store some variable as a result and finally print the result. Print result, what value I have to get. I'm passing age is 4 and the base price 10,000. What value I have to get? Actual dog price is, what's actual dog price?
10,000 minus 4,000.
4,000 minus what? 4,000. I'm giving the age is 4. I given the age is 4. See the condition. Age is less than 1. It's going to give the 10,000. If age is equal to 1, it's going to subtract 10,000, 2,000, 8,000.
Okay.
If age is greater than 1 and less than 2, it's
4,000.
going to, yeah, final what is going to happen is the age is 4 years old. If it go into the age condition, 10,000, 6,000, you're going to get the price is 4,000. Actual dog price is 4,000. If you pass some other years like 1 year, you'll get going to get 8,000 rupees. It falls under the ELIF category. 10,000 and 2,000 will be a 8,000. Okay, this is how you have to implement your multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. Now, next one you're going to see. What's the next one? Hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. Just look at this diagram. If it is hierarchical inheritance, you have a single parent. You have a single parent, and then all the child class are going to inherit or derive the properties from the single parent class. Then it is called hierarchical inheritance. If all the child class are trying to inherit properties from a single parent, then we can say it's a hierarchical inheritance. Okay, for example, you have 3 kids, you are the parent, right? Every child will try to inherit or derive properties from you only. That is called hierarchical inheritance. For hierarchical inheritance, I am going to show the implementation. We'll do one thing, we'll close all these things. Okay, now create new directory name hierarchical inheritance. hierarchical inheritance. Now we're going to create one parent should be there, right? The pi file name we're going to keep parent, and then I'm going to have three more childs. New pi file name I'm going to keep child one, and then I'm going to keep two more childs. New pi file child two. Sorry, okay, child two, and then I'm going to have one more child underscore 3. Now we'll do one thing. We'll take the parent for this. What real-time implementation code can go for 1 minute?
This conference will now be recorded.
See, now I'm going to have the hierarchical inheritance. I should have only one parent, and then I can have more than one child. If all childs trying to inherit the properties from the single parent class, then you can say it's hierarchical inheritance. Okay. Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to have one data example. Like I'm going to take the banks. For all the banks, okay, the parent will be a Reserve Bank of India. Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to have RBI, Reserve Bank of India. The class name I'm going to pass India. Okay, as well as what I'm going to do, I'm going to uh, currency conversion, dollar to currency conversion. I'm going to have one variable called dollar to currency conversion, dollar to currency conversion, conversion. Okay, conversion. Now, as per the today price, the dollar price is somewhat 74 rupees INR. Okay, 74 INR. For $1, I'm going to mention here. I'm going to mean $1. Today price is going to be 74 rupees. And then 1 euro. 1 euro equal to 89 INR. Indian rupees. Dollar means 74 INR. Okay, and then I'm making the current dollar currency conversion value today. Dollar currency, no, currency value, dollar to currency value. Okay, currency value 74, and then I'm going to have, and then I'm going to have one function. The RBI is having some interest rates. Interest. If you get any loans, it having some interest rate. Each individual banks are having some interest rates. Okay, and then what I'm going to do here, I'm going to have RBI interest, and then I'm going to give the percentages. 7 percentage. 7 percentage means 700 by 100. 0.007. Okay, this is RB interest. Okay, and then I'm going to have one more child class. The child class name we're going to use like SBI. The class I'm going to keep SBI State Bank of India. And then what I'm going to do? I'm going to have SBI interest rate will be, each individual bank will have some different interest rates. And then I'm going to have like self. I'm going to have some values written, and then I'm going to have 0. Like this, 6 percentage, 6 divided by 100, divided by 100. Okay, next we're going to have one more child class. Copy the same thing. It's the bank name is PNB, Punjab National Bank. Punjab National Bank. Okay, and then their interest percent will be 6.5 percentage, 6.5. And then I want to change the name of function will be PNB. And then the final one more child class I'm going to have is like a Canada. I'm going to keep Canada Bank, and then their percentage will be similar to 7.6.8 percentage. Okay, 6.8 percentage. Now, though it is going to be what kind of inheritance it is? Hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical means one parent, and then we can have
One
more than
child.
one child. Okay, if all childs trying to inherit properties from the one parent class, then you can say it's a hierarchical inheritance. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to close all these things for visibility. Now what I'm
The
going to
method for
do,
Canada.
yeah,
Change the
okay,
method name.
yeah, method name should be Canara Bank. Okay, let it be. I'll close the child 3. Now what I want to do, I'm going to have one more. I want to implement my hierarchical inheritance for my RBA class. Who is super class? For my RBA class, who is super
Object.
class? Object. And then for SBA, who is super class? SBA, who is super class?
RBA.
RBA. Okay, close these things. Let's import this package. Okay, let's close it. And then go to child 2. And then for Punjab National Bank, who is parent class?
Same RBA.
MRB. Okay, so it's a multi-level. Just try to import this package. Import this thing. Okay, and then you have child 3 again for this parent as well, RBA. And then what you can do, you can import the statement. Okay, now everything is fine. Now, okay, now someone is getting the loan from Canada Bank. Someone is getting some principal amount 1 lakh. The percentage of interest will be 6.8 percentage. RBI is having some nearly like 7 percentage. I can make like 700 by 100, 7% interest, as well as each bank is having the different interest rate. Someone is getting the principal amount. Depends on the bank, the interest rate will differ. Okay, now I'm going to have one method, calculate interest. Okay, in the calculate interest, I want to pass one more argument that's called principal amount. What loan is going to get, how much amount is going to get the loan, that's called principal amount. And then I'm going to have one condition. What I'm going to have, I'm going to have the return statement. Going to have the return statement. Okay, we'll do one thing. We have the let's call this method. Unmade, how to call? Yeah, we'll call this method one more. Okay, yeah, we'll do one thing. Later we'll do calculate interest. Is pass a principal amount. We format the file. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll change principal amount. This is going to give the principal amount. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to multiply this two things with principal amount into Canada Bank interest. you're going to get the, for this much amount, how much interest will be, that percentage is going to calculate. Okay, it's going to calculate the interest amount. Let it be, it's will child class 3. Now I'm going to create one more class. I'm going to have test inheritance. Test inheritance. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to close all these windows, and then I'm going to have class as main, and then use pass. Now you have to say, now you have to say, okay, I'll split my window, test inheritance 2. Okay, can I able to access, can I able to access the Punjab National Bank interest? If I want to access method, what, for which class I want to create an object? I close all these things, split the window. Now you have to say, if I want to access my PNB interest, what, for which class I want to create an object?
For PNB.
PNB. Now what I'm going to do, for child class 3, I'm going to create a object. 1 minute. Take object underscore instance equal to, I'm going to use Canara. Okay, Canara. Okay, and then just try to import the package, import the package and reformat the file. Okay, now I'm going to call the instance object underscore 1 dot, you can able to call this Canara Bank interest method, as well as you can able to call the principal amount method, as well as you can able to call the RBI interest as well, RBI interest as well. Can I able to call the PNB interest? I'll do one thing. As of now, I'll mention like this. Canara, sorry, method name is Canara, right? Canara interest, and then object underscore 1 dot principal amount. Fine. Next one, I'm going for the child 2. Child 2. Okay. Can I able to call this method, PNB interest method?
Yes.
Using this instance, can I able to call this method? Yeah, I'm typing P,
PNB.
not showing anything. You know why?
Yeah, we have to create another instance.
See, what happening here is, I created the object for Canara Bank, right? Canara Bank. The Canara Bank is inheriting properties only from RBI, not from Punjab National Bank or State Bank of India. It's trying to inherit properties only from RBI. I can able to access method, as well as I can able to access variable only. I'm not able to access the SBA as well as Punjab National Bank. Punjab National Bank as well as SBA, I'm not able to access because I'm inheriting the properties only from the RBI class. If I want to inherit the Punjab National Bank, what do you do? What kind of inheritance you have to go for? We have seen so much of inheritance, right? We have seen so many types of inheritance: single level inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, average inheritance, right? Out of this, which inheritance you have to go? You have to go for the
Multiple.
multiple inheritance. Now, what I'm trying to do here is I'm going to pass P and B. Just I'll check 1 minute. Child 2 is P and B, right? Child 2 is P and B. Okay, I'll close this thing. Now I'm going for the multiple level inheritance. If I try to implement the multiple inheritance, then it falls under the category of hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance supports all these four. Hybrid supports all these four kinds of inheritance. Okay. Now you can able to import the package. You can able to access method. Now you can able to see. I am going to test inheritance. Now if you type P, I'm getting the
issue. Yeah.
Punjab National Bank interest, right? Now, but actually I'm trying to do only the hierarchical inheritance. If you try to use multiple inheritance, it falls under the category of hybrid
Multi.
inheritance. See, though it's a multiple inheritance, but previous child 1 as well as child 3 is following the hierarchical inheritance. And
Hierarchical.
Canada Bank following multiple inheritance, it falls under the category of
Hybrid
hybrid
inheritance.
inheritance. Hybrid inheritance supports all these four: single, multiple,
Okay.
multi-level, hierarchical inheritance. That's what I'm saying here. What I'm saying, as of now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this Punjab National Bank. Okay, though we are working on the hierarchical inheritance. Now it's going to throw. See, now it won't. Now if you put object underscore one, it won't show the Punjab National Bank interest. Okay, that's what I want to show here is. Now if you run the script, it won't print anything because we have used only return keywords. 1 minute. Why it's throwing error? Missing one required portion argument. Principal amount. Principal amount. What principal amount? Yeah. Okay. Child 3, we have principal amount, right? You have to pass the principal amount, some value you have to pass, right? You have to pass 2000. Because in the method we have to pass one argument. That's why it's throwing the compile time errors, missing one proportional argument, principal amount. If you run the script, it is not going to throw any error. It won't print any value because we have not used any print statement. Okay, we have not used any print statement. If you need this value, you can use print and then run the script. What it's giving, actually it's giving 2000, same amount it's giving. How it can give 2000? Yeah, we're returning only principal amount, right? Okay, fine, let it be. Now what you have to do, into object underscore one dot Canara rate of interest. Canara only, right? Now it's going to give the value. Principal amount is 2000 rupees. Though my Canara bank interest rate is 6.8 percentage. For 6.8 percentage, 136 rupees you have to pay interest. Though the principal amount 2000, the interest every month you have to pay is 136 rupees. If you are getting like 20 lakhs, it's 10,000 lakhs, 20 lakhs. You want to pay unit 10,000 lakhs, 1,36,000. You want to pay the interest for every month. Okay, this Canada Bank. Now I want to for RBI, what's the interest I want to find? I want to find the RBI interest for this amount. What I can do? Copy a statement, remove this object one dot RBI interest. RBI interest is 7 percentage. You can able to see now. As per the RBI interest, you have to pay 1,40,000. As for Canara Bank interest, you have to pay 1,36,000. Okay. This is how you can able to achieve the hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance, you can able to ask only the parent. You can't able to ask your brothers or sisters because we have three childs, right? For the child 3, this is going to brother sister. For child 2, 1 and 3 is going to brother sister, brothers or sisters, right? Now you can't be able to access the properties from the child. You can able to access only from the parent. That's what I'm trying to do here is I'm finding my own bank interest as well as I am finding the RBI bank interest. Okay, let it be. Now, if I want to find the Punjab National Bank interest, what do I have to do? By using hack inheritance, I want to find the For 20 lakhs, I want to find the Punjab National Bank interest. Month I want to pay how much interest, how much amount I want to pay. What you can do? Using this object, you can't do anything. What do you do? You have to create one instance, and then what child 2 will be? It's PNB, right? For PNB, what do you do? You have to create a object, and then what you can do, you want to import the package, and then sorry, you can use a print statement object 2 dot sorry p will be caps, right? PNB interest, PNB interest. It's going to give 0.065, 0.065. Okay, now what I can do, I will do one thing. I made one blunder mistake here. What mistake is, I will take the child 3, I will take the child 3, cut and paste in the RB, then it come fine. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to find the Punjab National Bank interest, and then you can use Punjab National Bank interest into object underscore 2 dot principal amount. Principal amount I am going to pass some 20 lakhs. Units, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10 lakhs, 10, 20 lakhs. It's giving 1,30,000 rupees as per the Punjab National Bank interest. Now, if you want to find for SBA, what you have to do? I want to find the how much amount of interest I want to pay per month. Then, with the help of Punjab National Bank object, you can't able to do anything because Punjab National Bank is trying to inherit properties from only the RBI. Okay, then the State Bank of India is coming under the child one. Now, for this, you have to create an individual object, and then it's deriving the properties from the RBI class, and then from here you can get the principal amount as well as from this class you get the SB interest. If you multiply both the things, you will get the amount every month. You have, what amount you have to pay every month. That thing you will know. Okay, now I'm going to create object underscore 3 equal to SBI. SBI. Just try to import the package, and then same thing you have to do. Copy and then just paste it, and then change object underscore 3. Okay, hold a minute. SBI has no attribute PNB interest. Yeah, PNB interest. Yeah, SBA is not having the PNB interest. What you have to change? Object dot. Hold a minute. Uh, we'll keep dot. Yeah, SBA interest. Now, if you run this script as per the State Bank of India, the percentage will be 6%. You have to pay 1,20,000 interest per month for the principal amount of 2 lakhs. Okay, I'm going to sign off the session right now. Tomorrow we're going to discuss about the hybrid inheritance, and then what is the use of super keyword, and then with the help of constructors I'm going to pass some values, and then I'm going to use this values in my functions. These are things we're going to see tomorrow.